Okay. Yep. Okay, Reggie, thanks for coming back. We got a bunch of questions. I know we got some stuff to get into, but before we do that, I want to let all of our subscribers and our viewers know that all of our archived live streams and interviews that were done over the phone, it's probably hours of material, are available in our YouTube membership. So you can sign up to be a member. You can choose which tier you want to join to contribute to us monthly, and that will gain you access to not only archived live streams and interviews that we did, but also you'll get early access to full interviews that we do before we post them to the general public. But other than getting into that, were there some things that you wanted to speak on that you wanted to talk about?
Um, yeah, just wanted to speak on. I heard a video by this. I'm not even gonna say his name. By this little Cat Williams looking dude that has a glass eye that weigh about 120, 30 pounds. And I know a lot of black people gonna get mad at me, but I don't care. I have to apologize to the Mexican community, the brown community, and just the human race, to be honest, for this idiot, the things that he said on that platform, talking about the little kids in Uvalde that got killed. I mean, he's so wrong. The majority of the blacks don't feel his way. Hate that he goes out there and put it out there like he's representing the black community. And I understand, rest in peace to the people in Buffalo as well. And the guy that got killed at the church. And so we got some things going on in America right now we need to clean up. But to come on platforms, and I noticed everything in the comment sections were cheering him on. It took me a while to realize, oh, he blocking all the negative ones. He just keeping the ones that's cheering him on the platform, on his platform. Which that's his prerogative. But I just feel obligated to apologize because if that was one of my family members and I heard a white man, an Asian man, or I would be very, very disappointed and upset them speaking like that. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't want y'all running over to his page, so that's why I don't want to say anything. But I know a lot of y'all do watch his channel. And he's out of line. And for those of y'all that agree with him in the comment sections, you are out of line as well. So that's all I want to address on that subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you talk to me a little bit about in how Snoop was doing kind of these hidden or these secret, trips to New York, and it got back word to Suge that he was trying to do a deal for the LBC Crew out in New York. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I threw that out there and I just named Puffy name like he was the only one that he went and met with. But he also met with Russell Simmons now. And what he was trying to do was get a deal for the LBC Crew behind Suge back. And going out there and trying to fuck with them to get a deal for the LBC Crew, which was the guys that was on that song with The Thin Line and Love and Hate. They performed their Lil C Style and I think Trey D and a couple of them. So he really went out there to try to do that, but he didn't inform Suge. I remember he left the security back and told them just to watch Shantae, his wife, while he was gone. And so, yeah, Snoop went out there and Suge took offense to it, like he was out there meeting with them. But I think what ended up turning out that he was meeting out there. And that's why he didn't get too mad once he found out he was just out there trying to get a distribution deal for the LBC Crew. So, yeah. which I know Suge could have probably took over the priority at any time, but but Snoop probably wants the money coming in a different way. So yeah.
Okay. Um, can you explain a little bit why the Dog Pound Dog Food album, it only had two singles that came out. I think a third one was supposed to come out, but it never did. Is there a reason that, you can explain as to why the promotion just kind of stopped for that album?
Yeah. So what happened is, actually, it was three singles that was done, that was worked. The first one didn't have a video done to it. Forget the name of that song. It was produced by Dre, and it was a song that just got worked on the streets in the clubs and stuff like that. But then the second song was Let's Play House. They hated Michelle being on that song. Daz, every time he used to be like, man, got that bra singing on that song sounding like an opera singer. Let's play house. Daz hated that. But and so they did a video for that one. And I think not What Would You Do? That was done on Murder Was the Case. What was the other video?
New York, New York.
New York, New York. And so those are the two videos that got worked. Now the third one was going to be the song called Reality. Reality. And the treatment was done and everything. But Sharita had took them on a promotional tour where they were promoting the album. And they got very, very disrespectful on that trip with Sharita. Where those niggas were scared to come home for about 2 weeks. I think they ended up staying in Atlanta or somewhere where Suge had to finally call them and be like, y'all come back. And so now Pac is here. And Pac album is starting to get pushed real heavy. Dog Pound album was doing good. It got up to about 3 million sold. But Suge was like, I ain't doing another video on them. And they came up, and this is what I always tell you, executives, guys trying to be in the music industry, never let your artists know what you're doing for another artist, because they get very, very jealous. And this is a story where Daz and them came into the office, and they saw all this promotional work and stuff getting done on Tupac. And so, their album was moving up the charts and doing good. And I think it was in Papa G office or somebody office, they were seeing all this PR work getting done on Pac, and they lost it. That's when Daz was running around chasing Roy around with a screwdriver in the office and trying to stab Roy with the screwdriver. Of course, they knew when to do that because me and Suge and probably, a couple of the homies, whoever was with us, who was out of town. But, Daz did do that at the office one time because he saw all this promotional work get done on Tupac's album, and the writing was on the wall that their album was getting shelved after that. And so that's what happened.